What's up, Seth? We've got one 2-box break full. Gold Rush will probably go third. Right now, there are several spots open in Gold Rush. Gold Rush has 7 spots open. The second Breaking Brad helmet. Oh, shit. The second Breaking Brad helmet has 2 spots open. It'll be a little easier to fill. I'm going to shut commenting off. If you want a spot, claim it here. Don't claim it on Facebook. Teams taken in. Seth, I've got you claiming Green Bay in the Gold Rush. I don't have the wrong Gold Rush thing, do I? No, it's the right thing. Yeah, I've got you with Gold Rush. And for your friend Trey, you claim Cincinnati. All right, guys. I'm going to set out the 2-box break that we have full. We will start it. See, 2-box. In the 2-box, yes, Green Bay is available in that second 2-box. Sorry about that. You'll take it? Perfect. All right, that leaves one spot in the second 2-box. All right, guys, let me get these set out. Oh, what a day of football. It's hard to describe my dislike of Ryan Day right now. I think everything on my Facebook feed, people have said pretty much fire Ryan Day. I have also said it many times. Hometown. No kidding. Nice. Do they have a rough team ahead of them? I know once you get down to the finals, man, that's high level football. Our hometown team. Our hometown teams are toughest in the snow. Trey says, "Go Irish." Oh man. Yeah, our high school, the joke is Tim Davis is the superintendent, and the only team that they've actually went out and hired a real coach on is basketball. Well, I guess soccer also. But basketball and soccer, they got coaches who aren't teachers and who know the games. But Tim's son doesn't play football, and he doesn't play baseball. So guess what we got there? we got teachers who are doing their best, but just might not understand the game as well as others. Got a championship game tomorrow. Nice. All right, guys, I'm going to start some randoms. And first up, we had Tyler. This is the first 2-box Breaking Brad break. Tyler had Cincinnati, the Giants. I will say my TV made it through today. I didn't break it, so, that's a good thing. Greg, Pittsburgh, Philly. A minor miracle. I had that remote cocked back ready to throw a fastball down the middle, and I held back. Bill, San Francisco, Atlanta. How? I don't think all teachers are bad coaches. I think that a lot of teachers are really good coaches, but the problem with my school district is there's a guy who was a professional baseball player, and he offered to help the teacher who got to be the coach, and the teacher turned him down. And the teacher who took baseball has never played baseball in his life, but yet he's going to coach it. And the football coach, kind of the same situation. Now, I know other teachers who do a fantastic job. So I'm just saying that these guys are teachers, not coaches, if that makes sense. Because I think teachers have a rough job. My future daughter-in-law is going to be a teacher. Vlad, Minnesota, Arizona. And she wants to coach girls softball. She'll do well. Bill, Buffalo, Seattle. Seth, there is a Paul Horning in there right now. I don't really remember all of them. Dave, Denver, Washington. Greg, New England. Baltimore. I'm telling you, teachers who know the game and coach are great. Teachers who just look to add to the retirement are at Hillsborough High School in Ohio. Al, Cleveland and the Chargers. That'll get you Carolina and Jacksonville. Greg, Miami. Rams. No, there's multiple in there, Seth. I just honestly don't remember who's came out and went in. I write down and take pictures of the headliners, so I just don't remember. There's at least 3 or 4 in there, at least 3. Brugman, Indy, Dallas. Dave, Detroit, Vegas. Brugman, Chicago, New Orleans. Steven, the Jets. Titans. And Jesse, Tampa. What the fuck? I got 2. I skipped somebody. Who did I skip? Oh, no. I wrote it in the wrong spot. Steven got Tennessee. Al, Houston. Green Bay. And Jesse, Tampa Bay. Kansas City. All right, guys, in this first 2-boxer, we've got Tyler, Cincinnati, and the Giants. Greg, Pittsburgh, Philly. Bill, San Fran, Atlanta. Vlad, Minnesota, Arizona. Bill, Buffalo, Seattle. Dave, Denver, Washington. Greg, New England, Baltimore. Al, Cleveland, Carolina, Chargers and Jags. Greg, Miami and the Rams. Brugman, Indy, Dallas. Dave, Detroit, Vegas. Brugman, Chicago, New Orleans. Steven, Jets and Titans. Al, Houston, Green Bay. Jesse, Tampa Bay, Kansas City. I've never been to a state championship for a baseball, basketball, anything like that. I always kind of wondered. I figured it was a crazy crowd. Had some buddies that used to go to the basketball championships every year. They swore it was the greatest thing ever. I was never available to go. All right, 5 times to get a random multiplier. And 5. It's going to get us the number 5. Randomize that list 5 times. We're going times 5 tonight. Let's see if 5 is the lucky number. I'll tell you what. I didn't realize that high school football went this deep into the year. It's probably got a lot of basketball teams kind of in a bad way. At our school, they don't let you play 2 sports at once. So if the football team kept playing, the basketball team wouldn't be able to work with those kids who also played football. And number 5, top 2, we got 1103 and 44. Randomize that list 5 times. 1103, 44. Both are there. All right, we're going to start with 44, guys. I ran off with the knife earlier. Where'd I have it? Oh, over here. Yep, it's in my pocket. I have to make some new accommodations for my dog. He has to live in the basement now instead of upstairs. He's getting a little old. Box 44. Good luck. I didn't watch any football other than Ohio State today, and I refuse to watch highlights. So I don't know any scores or any games going on right now. I'm still pouting. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, guys, here we go. First one of the night. New England. The Patriots. Patriots in this one. Greg. Let's see what you got. This one's going to be Beckett authenticated. Both your earpieces are in. There it is. Oh, shit. Oh, that's Richard Seymour. And the inscription is the Super Bowls he's won 36, 38, and another one. Nice hit. Awesome inscription. Richard Seymour. Nice hit, Greg. Wish I could read Roman numerals. All right. Box 1103 up next. Miami on the Eclipse. Miami might be my favorite Eclipse. I like the teal and black. Miami in this one, Greg. Everything's coming up, Greg. This guy going to be Fanatics authenticated. Both those earpieces are in there. You're welcome. Again, that's going to be the wide receiver. I never noticed that he signs his name without using cursive. Jalen Waddle. Written in print. Is he so young he didn't learn cursive? I don't know when they quit teaching that in schools, but there is that chance. Nice hit, Greg. Hits, plural. Richard Seymour and Jalen Waddle. All right, guys, the second one, we've got one spot left. Let me get the team set out. And we'll get this last one filled. If something happens that Gold Rush doesn't fill, we'll try to get it tomorrow and do it in the afternoon or something. It's 7 teams away. I know we got it last night, and it is a new case. It's a brand new case of the Series 5 Gold Rush. Nothing taken out of it yet, so we got 4 helmets for that one. Green Bay, Dallas, Indy, Minnesota, Houston, Chargers. Lions should be back there. Denver, Cleveland, San Francisco, Buffalo, Cincy. All right, Miami should be in there. Must have bumped it. All right, guys. Those are the teams that are taken. Teams left. We've got New Orleans has a Drew Brees. Chicago has a Gale Sayers. Giants has a Lawrence Taylor. Seattle's got a DK. Kansas City, I can't remember. Tennessee's got a DeAndre. I'll read the Gold Rush spots off as soon as we get this filled. Let everybody know what is left. Baltimore's got a Ray Lewis. Tampa Bay, Mike Evans. The Jets, oh, shoot, we hit Rodgers. The Jets would have, I can't remember if Sauce or Brees, one of them. Atlanta got a Kyle Pitts. Where did we hit the Kyle Pitts? I think I put another one in. Vegas has a Max Crosby. The Rams, coach basketball. Does your basketball team need a coach? Philly's got an A.J. Brown. Jacksonville's got a Trevor Lawrence. In Carolina, Bryce Young. Washington, there's a Brian Robinson. Arizona, there is a Kyler. I was asked to coach youth basketball one season. I told them that I knew nothing about basketball. And they gave me my son and the kids who weren't real good, and it worked out pretty well. I just couldn't really teach them much. All right, guys, we won't waste a lot of time. Individual, $10, first come, first serve. If somebody wants one team, I'm not going to type it out. Claim it now. Oh, your son-in-law's the head coach? Greg, New Orleans. Dave, Washington. Got it. That would be a 20th spot. Already got it, fellas. Sorry about that. Greg and Dave were on it. Basketball, I never really played it. Never really understood the offense. I did pretty well teaching defense, but I just couldn't teach an offense. It was pretty rough. I told them no 50 times, and then they caught me doing a beer crawl before an Ohio State game, and the lady was pretty smart. It had been reported by another guy that I was up there in the bar, and she called me like in that bar and told me I had agreed. I forgot that I had not. Yeah, she was smart. She got me. I just didn't know much about basketball. All right. Two boxer. We got Greg, Pittsburgh, New England, and Miami. Chicago, Seattle, Arizona. I'm a little behind, but I watched what the fuck? Wolverine and Deadpool the other day. That was amazing. I laughed. Bill, Cincy, Buffalo, San Francisco. Anybody know another movie kind of like that? A superhero movie that's good? I haven't watched anything since Endgame. Bill, you got Atlanta, Baltimore, and the Rams. Mark, I was hoping that in the post-game press conference they would announce that they had relieved him of his coaching duties and they were going to hire anybody else off the street to do it because they could do it better. Al, Cleveland, Vegas, the most talented offense in the country. The pass, they can't stop you passing, so what do? You run. I'm not a football coach, don't pretend to be, but man, if the pass is working that well, keep doing it. Dave, Denver and Detroit, Tampa Bay, and the Giants. Al, Chargers and Texans. Tennessee and Philly. It does look like Ohio State will still make the playoffs, but a lot of good that'll do. Brugman, Minnesota, Indy, Kansas City, Jacksonville. Jeff, Dallas. The Jets. And Seth, last one with the random. Pick Green Bay, got Carolina. All right, guys, for this two-boxer, we've got Greg, Pittsburgh, New England, Miami. Chicago, Arizona, Seattle. Bill, Cincy, Buffalo, San Francisco, Atlanta, Baltimore, and the Rams. Al, Cleveland, Vegas. Dave, Denver, Detroit, Tampa Bay, and the Giants. Al, Chargers, Titans, Texans, and Eagles. Brugman, Minnesota, Kansas City, Indy, and Jacksonville. Jeff, Dallas, and the Jets. Seth, Green Bay, Carolina. Greg, New Orleans, and Dave, Washington. The one you got last night, I'll keep it. I didn't send it out today. I'll hang on to it till you tell me to ship it. All right, guys, 5 times. After this, we'll see if we can get the Gold Rush. Trade for Ken. I don't have a Ken right now. I haven't had a man. Kenny Anderson was all over the place for years, and now he's gotten hard to find. I don't know if he just hasn't signed in a while or what. That's 5. 99 and 70. Randomize that list 5 times. If anybody's got a Ken Anderson they want to trade for Jameson Williams, Mark's your man. 99 and 70. You're welcome. All right, guys, real quick on Gold Rush, we've got Dallas, Sanford. These are the teams that have been picked. These teams are off. The rest of the teams are on. We've got Dallas, San Francisco, Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Green Bay, Cincinnati, Tampa Bay, Kansas City, and Buffalo. Those teams have been picked. The rest of them are open. Gold Rush is $25 a spot tonight. If anybody wants a spot, let me know. All right, guys. Good luck. Box 99. Washington. Dave. Miami. Got you, Vlad. Dave with the Commanders. This is my favorite Commanders helmet. Earpiece is in the bag. This one's going to be Beckett authenticated. The other earpiece is in there. Love this helmet. White ink really pops on it. That's going to be the young running back, Brian Robinson. Nice hit. I love that alternate helmet. Man. I don't know. I like the real old throwbacks too, but Lucky Litton. Nice hit, Dave. Brian Robinson. All right, box 70. See what we can get. We'll do a Breaking Brad. I think we're going to switch to one boxers. So all the live fills for Breaking Brad will be one box. And we'll still work on getting that Gold Rush. We're down to 6 spots left in it. All right, helmet number 2. Cleveland. You're welcome, Dave. Cleveland. Al. Since he's taken Al, I'll read them off again here in just a second. The teams taken in Gold Rush are Dallas, San Francisco, Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Green Bay, Cincinnati, Tampa Bay, Kansas City, and Buffalo and Miami. I wish if I do this in a studio, I can do like Al does and put it up. But for some reason, my delay when I do that is horrible. I got a little bit of work left on the basement. I'm going to rearrange my whole thing and set my break room up different. And I think I'll show you, Joe. When I set my break room up different, I'll figure out something to make it a little more convenient. Beckett authenticated. Not Joe, but it's a good one. A running back. That is going to be Nick Chubb. Yeah, gotta love Chubb. Nick Chubb on the brown. I guess that's a classic speed. All right, guys, real quick, I'm going to set these out. I'm just going to show you what I was taking. That way you can think about it. Johnny 5, Rams. This is the Gold Rush. This is what has been picked. Yeah, I like Chubb. I like him better if he were a Steeler. All right, teams left. We got Denver, Cleveland, Jets, Giants, Jags, Eagles, Titans, Colts, Commanders, Saints, Texans, Chargers, Panthers, Cardinals, Raiders, Patriots, Lions, Seahawks, Ravens, Falcons, and Bears. Those ones are taken. Those ones are not in the Gold Rush. If anybody sees something you want, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and type in a Breaking Brad helmet. If anybody wants one of those, just put, oh shit, I wasn't typing. Hold on. I'm way behind. If anybody wants one of those, just put GR beside it and I'll know what you mean. This is a one box I'm getting ready to list. I'll take Denver in the Gold. Oh, hold on, Greg. I'm going to go ahead and write Al out in the Gold Rush. Got it. All right, guys, Breaking Brad. There it is. All right, I got Greg with Pittsburgh. Bill with Cincy. You remember, if you want a Gold Rush team, just put GR beside it. Bill, Buffalo. Jeff, Indy. Al, Cleveland. Johnny 5, Denver. Bill, Green Bay. Brugman late on Cincy. Greg, New England. Al, Chargers. Greg, Miami. Brugman, Minnesota. Dave, late on Denver. Mark, late on Cincy. Dave, Detroit. Brugman, late on Indy. Dave, Baltimore. Seth, Chargers and Gold Rush. Gotcha. And Dave, Chicago. 2 spots left. Two spots left. We got Kansas City, Tampa Bay, the Rams. Brugman, Indy and Gold Rush. Gotcha. We're close on Gold Rush. We got 2 spots left on Gold Rush. Dave, Houston. 1 spot left on the Breaking Brad. Jeff, San Francisco. That fills it. San Fran and Houston. All right, 2 spots left in Gold Rush. Teams claimed in Gold Rush. I'll keep reminding you. Sorry about that. We got Dallas, San Francisco, Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Green Bay, Cincinnati, Tampa Bay, Kansas City, Buffalo, Miami, Rams, Denver, Chargers, and Indy. Gold Rush is pretty close. After we do this, I'll go ahead and grab a box, and we'll see what's in there. All right, first up, we had Greg with Pittsburgh Cardinals. That was an awesome Super Bowl. Bill, Cincy, and Buffalo. Seattle and the Giants. Buffalo and the Giants was also an awesome Super Bowl. Jeff, Indy. The Jets. Al, Cleveland. Not going to find a Super Bowl matchup for them. Kansas City. Johnny 5. Denver. Tennessee. Bill, Green Bay. Atlanta. Greg, New England. New Orleans. Al, the Chargers. The Jags. Greg, Miami. Right at. Washington. Brugman. Minnesota. Philly. Dave, Detroit. Carolina. Dave, you also had Baltimore and Chicago. Did you have Houston too? Yep. So we got Tampa Bay, Chargers, and Cowboys. And Jeff, San Francisco. I got 2 in here. Damn it, I skipped somebody again. Nope, that was underneath. Jeff, San Francisco. Get you Vegas. All right, we got Greg, Pittsburgh, Arizona. Bill, Cincinnati, Buffalo, Seattle, and the Giants. Jeff, Indy, and the Jets. Al, Cleveland, Kansas City. Johnny 5, Denver, Tennessee. Bill, Green Bay, Atlanta. Greg, New England, New Orleans. Al, Chargers, Jags. Greg, Miami, Washington. Brugman, Minnesota, Philly. Dave, Detroit, Carolina. Baltimore, Tampa Bay. Chicago, Houston, Chargers, and Cowboys. Jeff, San Francisco, and Vegas. Okay, let's get a box. This is a 1 box. Five times. 2, 3, 4, and number 5. Going to be box 124. Randomize that list 5 times. 124. We will do Gold Rush next and try another Breaking Bad as long as we can get it filled. $124. Damn. I think my wife turned the heater on. It's freaking hot in here. 124. Good luck, guys. Cincy, the Bengals. Bill. All right, Bill, let's see what one we got. We got Beckett authenticated. Both earpieces are in. And that's going to be AJ Green. AJ Green, the old wide receiver. Man, he was a good one right up until those ankles went bad. I can't remember what he had. I think it was like 8 straight 1,000-yard seasons to start his career or something. And ankles went bad. I don't know. Still an awesome hit. AJ Green. I know a few people, I'm sure Mark does too, who he's their favorite player. Imagine what he could have done without Andy Dalton. All right, guys, this Gold Rush is 2 helmets from Full. I'm going to go grab the case. Switch this one out. You're a little biased. Yeah, I get that. For me, it's Hines Ward. I don't think anybody on earth could explain to me why Hines Ward isn't in the Hall of Fame yet. All right, guys, there's 4 boxes in there. 1 and 2 are going to be on the left, or 1 and 4, 1 and 3. Gee, many Christmas. 1 and 3 on the left, 2 and 4 on the right. We'll do it 5 times and get us a box. See if we can get this sucker filled. Once we get it filled, we'll break it and maybe try another Breaking Brad. That's going to be box 4. That'll be bottom right. Box 2 next time. There, Gold Rush. All right, guys, 2 spots left. Did we get all the headliners off the front? Denver. The Giants have Eli in there. Detroit showing a Barry Sanders. Bengals taken. Chargers gone. Chiefs gone. Vikings gone. Bucks gone. San Fran taken. Vegas is showing Bo Jackson. Jets. Looks like Aaron Rodgers. Saints. Drew Brees. Philly is not claimed. I can do either one of you. If one of you wants Philly. Just let me know which of you wants them. Okay, that'll work. Greg can have Philly. So we got 1 spot left. Gonna be New England. I'll read them off for you. Houston, Baltimore, Chicago, Detroit, Carolina, Jacksonville, Jets, Browns, Titans, Raiders, Falcons, Saints. Jeff jumps in with Jeff grabbed the Lions, so we got him. Sorry about that. Johnny Five says it's going to be a Raven or a Falcon, though. Maybe you'll get them on your random. Is that just an educated wish, Johnny Five? So, we'll see. Sorry about that, Al. Now we got Greg with Dallas, Arizona. Man, I haven't pulled a Cardinal and Gold Rush in forever. Have you pulled a Cardinal recently, Al? Al, San Francisco, Seattle. Jeff, Pittsburgh, Minnesota. Houston and the Jets. Al, you do have at least 2 in here. Seth, Green Bay, get you Cleveland. Rod, nice. Trey, Cincy. Oh, I see what you're saying. Atlanta. Rod Woodson's a hell of a hit in my book. Bill, Tampa Bay. The Giants. I've got a Rod Woodson in my PC. Dave, Kansas City, Buffalo. Jacksonville, Chicago. Browns have people in there. Not sure who. Vlad, Miami. New Orleans. One thing about Gold Rush, you never know. Yeah, they've got every team. Some of the guys might be somebody who played for Cleveland and moved on, or probably a Chubb or somebody like that. Johnny Five, the Rams. Commanders. Al, Denver. Vegas. Seth, Chargers. Titans. Brugman. Shit. Indy. New England. Greg. Philly. Baltimore. See if Johnny Five says coming out. And Jeff. Detroit. Carolina. Johnny Five got Washington for trade. If there's any Commanders fans. Jarvis Landry. Oh, that's not bad. I've never figured out why Jarvis Landry didn't get signed after he left the Browns. Seth would trade it for the Browns. Who was the offer? In Washington for the Browns. Let me know if you want to do that, Johnny Five. Al, you got San Francisco, Seattle, Denver, and Vegas. Johnny Five is looking for the Titans or Panthers. Seth, you have the Titans for your Chargers random. And Carolina went to Jeff with his Detroit claim. Seth will do Titans for Washington. Got it. So Seth is getting Washington. Johnny Five getting Tennessee. All right. Here we go. A couple of seals on there. Of course, you saw me open the case, so would make sense. All right, guys. This is the first box out of the new case, which was box number 4. In there, odd. This could be interesting. And Jeff was keeping the Panthers. Looks like a Fanatics bag. Adding to the drama. I don't think it's a chrome, not a chrome bag, just a Fanatics. And it's in there a little bit odd. Not sure which side the signature's on. Niners, San Francisco. Al. I saw the name, Al. You'll like this one. San Francisco 49ers coming out of the Gold Rush. I love this one. Fanatics authenticated. Both earpieces are in. Nice hit, Al. Classic Speed, San Francisco. And that, kind of a rare hit. Richard Sherman on the Niners. Nice hit. As you know, Sherman's hard to find. That is a beauty. Nice hit, Al. Richard Sherman. First time seeing him in Gold Rush. Awesome hit, Richard Sherman. I think I've only had 1 or 2 Richard Shermans for Seattle in all the time I've been breaking. All right, guys, we're going to do a Breaking Brad 1-box break. And there it is. We'll decide after this one if we're going to do another one. I think Richard Sherman does a good job on the Amazon Prime broadcasts. I find him entertaining. Greg, Pittsburgh. Bill, Cincy. Jeff, Indy. Dave, Denver. Bill, Buffalo. Jeff, New England. Seth, Green Bay. Al, Cleveland. Greg, late on New England. Al, Chargers. Bill, late on Green Bay. Greg, Miami. Mark, late on Green Bay. Dave, Detroit. Has to be Detroit. I see DE, and you already took Denver. Brugman, Minnesota. Dave, oh, got you with Detroit. Dave, Chicago. Oh, Seth, it should have been pick one, get one. These are some fat fingers right here. Okay, we'll do Al. Dave, Baltimore. My hands were made for swinging a hammer, not for typing. Greg, San Francisco. We got one spot left. I figured you were. Second helmet break. There you go. Good deal if you can get it. And I forgot one somewhere. Baltimore, Chicago, Minnesota, Detroit, Miami, Chargers. Chargers should be back here. Cleveland should be out here. Yep, Gila's on it. All right, guys, one spot left. Greg, Jags, that fills it. I think we'll try one more. Next one will be the last one. If we have less than 10 people in the room, we'll do a pick one, get three. Forgot to set out the Jags. We got her, Seth. Greg closed him up with the Jags. All right. Greg started off with Pittsburgh, getting Vegas. Always reminds me of the Immaculate Reception. Bill, Cincy, Philly, Jeff, Indy, the Jets, Dave, Denver, Arizona, Bill, Buffalo, KC, Jeff, New England, Seattle, Seth, Green Bay, Tennessee, Al, Cleveland, New Orleans, Al, also the Chargers, the Rams, Greg, Miami, Washington, Dave, Detroit, Houston, Brugman, Minnesota, the Giants, Dave, Chicago, Dallas, Dave, you also had Baltimore, Carolina, and Greg had San Francisco and Jacksonville to close it, getting Tampa Bay and Atlanta. All right, guys, we got Greg, Pittsburgh and Vegas, Bill, Cincy, Philly, Jeff, Indy and the Jets, Dave, Denver, Arizona, Bill, Buffalo, Kansas City, Jeff, New England, Seattle, Seth, Green Bay, Tennessee, Al, Cleveland, New Orleans, Chargers and Rams, Greg, Miami, Washington, Dave, Detroit, Houston, Brugman, Minnesota and the Giants, Dave, Chicago, Dallas, Dave, Baltimore, Carolina, Greg, San Francisco, Tampa Bay, Jacksonville, and Atlanta. Okay, let's get us another box. Go 5 times. 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's going to be box 1103. We did that one this evening. Get him one more time. 168. Oh, sorry about that. Try to hit Kansas City for your daughter. 168. And I randomized it 6 times because we hit the one we already picked. 168. I actually gave a guy who's helping me finish my basement. He said his wife is a Kansas City fan. I gave him Tyreek Hill for helping me. All right, guys. Box 168. I think we are going to do pick one, get 3 randoms for the last helmet of the night if we can fill it. I think we'll do that. I'll make the call now. Not divisions anymore. Pick one, get 3. It's going to be Dallas on the Eclipse. Oh, a Swiftie. I got you. All right, Dallas. Forgot to call the spot. Dallas was Dave. Lucky Litton. Beckett authenticated. Both earpieces are in. Go Cowboys on the inscription. Oh my God. Cannot think of his first name. That is Diggs. Trayvon? Can't remember if there's an R or an E, I guess. That is Diggs. Trayvon. Okay. I know he and Stephon. Cowboys 9. Yeah, that happens. Definitely got a Travion Henderson in my PC. All right, guys, last break of the night. There it is. Pick one, get 3. 8 spots. We got Greg, New England. Jeff, Indy. Al, Cleveland. Seth, Green Bay. Brugman, Minnesota. Ryan G. He said Detroit later. I'm going to give you that one. Ryan, Detroit. Dave, Denver. And Greg, Pittsburgh. Johnny 5 will buy a random if anybody wants to sell it. Alex first. Got it. And Mark will buy a random if anybody wants to sell. All right, guys. Snake draft. We'll start at 1, go to 8. then 8-1, then 1 back to 8. And if anybody wants to sell, Mark is buying. Bill, did I skip you? Bill, it did. It did. Who would that bump? That would bump Greg's Pittsburgh. It is there. Greg, I am sorry. Pittsburgh wasn't available. That was my bad. Don't hate me, please. Bill had Cincy. He was the second one. Sorry about that, Bill. Super sorry, Greg. Greg, if a Steeler comes out, I'll make it up to you. That's all me. My bad. All right, guys. Let's see. Did anybody want to sell Mark or Random? I'm going to start. If anybody wants to sell Mark or Random, just let me know. First up, we had Greg, New England, Buffalo. Jeff, Indy, Tennessee. Al had Cleveland, sold this one to Johnny 5. Dallas. Seth, Green Bay. Philly. Brugman, Minnesota. Tampa Bay. Ryan, Detroit. Pittsburgh. Dave, Denver. Rams. And Bill, Cincy. Washington. Oh, I see it now. Got you, Mark. Okay, Bill. Miami. Dave. The Giants. Ryan. Arizona. Brugman. Kansas City. Seth. Baltimore. Mark. Al's second random. Houston. Jeff. Seattle. And Greg. Chargers. All right, starting back with Greg. The Jets. Jeff. Vegas. Al. Chicago. Seth. Carolina. Brugman. Atlanta. Ryan. San Francisco. Dave. Jacksonville. And Bill, your final random, New Orleans. All right, guys, if anybody wants to trade, let me know what you come up with. We got Greg, you got New England, Buffalo, Chargers, and Jets. Jeff, Indy, Tennessee, Seattle, and Vegas. Al, Cleveland. Johnny 5, Dallas. Mark, Houston. And Al, Chicago. Seth, Green Bay, Philly, Baltimore, Carolina. Brugman, Minnesota, Tampa Bay, Kansas City, Atlanta. Ryan, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Arizona, San Francisco. Dave, Denver, the Rams, the Giants, and Jags. And Bill, Cincinnati, Washington, Miami, and New Orleans. Again, if anybody wants to trade, just shout it out. All right, guys, the last one of the night. Last night we ended on a big one. Let's do it again. Five times. See if we can get a winner. Excuse me. And $5. Man, it wants us to pick 1103. You see that? Gee, many Christmas. Hitting it again. Box 1163. I think we opened that one yesterday, didn't we? Nope, it's there. 1163. And it ended up randomized 6 times. 1163. Got some weight to it. Got a heavy one. Good luck. Johnny 5 says Hopkins. Could be. It's an awesome helmet. Tennessee. It's that ripped helmet. Who had Tennessee? Jeff. Jeff had Tennessee. Says it looks like Hopkins. Beckett authenticated. That is the authentic, and it is awesome. Made me wish I was a Tennessee fan. That is awesome. DeAndre Hopkins. I think he called that when I said it was heavy. He was remembering the authentic. You're welcome, Jeff. Nice hit. DeAndre Hopkins to finish off the night. All right, guys. Recap. We had DeAndre Hopkins. Gold Rush was Richard Sherman. We had Richard Seymour, Trayvon Diggs, Jalen Waddle, Brian Robinson, Nick Chubb, and A.J. Green. All right, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. I appreciate the fills. Hope everybody has a great evening. Box to death. Yeah, great hits. Congratulations, everyone. And when you go to bed tonight, if you say your prayers, ask him to fire Ryan Day, just for me. All right, guys, enjoy football tomorrow. See you next time.